Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Destiny and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and start working with editing of profiles, and this one is going to be pretty fun. Make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing as it will really mean the world to me. And also you want to follow along with the tutorial, check out the links in the description below. They should point you to the right direction to get the template. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm simply going to get back to my code editor and I could close up all this forms that we got over here, and we don't need to work with the model any longer, but this time we're going to be working with the views. So we want to create a simple view that's going to edit profile for users. And how do we do that? We could do that in the, okay, let's just say we want to do it down here. Doesn't really mean where we do it. So I'm going to say define, we could just say profile update or profile edit, you can call it whatever you want, and I'm going to pass in request in there. So I'm going to pass in request, and for now I'm going to pass, okay, or let's just return a template. So I'm going to get back here, I'm going to return a template just like this, and I'm going to call this one profile dash edit. Okay, but you know what, I'm not going to do this in here. I'm going to do it in the user odds, because it seems like that's the best place that this could be done. Okay, so we got register, we got login, we got logout. Great. So now let's paste this down here. Okay, so now we pasted it out down there. Then we need to create we need to create views dots. I called it profile update. Now let's call this edit. I'm just gonna say profile slash edit. Now this should be profile dash update or edit. You know, we can stick with updates. Now we want to access this URL over here to see what we got. So I'm simply gonna head over here and I'm gonna say this slash and edit. Okay, it says page not found. That's great. I think that's because over here we need to pass in let's see, we need to say user slash this. Okay, that's cool. User profile update. Great. So now it's looking for this template. I'm just gonna get down here and let's create that template. It's gonna be in user odds and it's gonna be called that. So now if we refresh this, let's refresh again. Okay, that's where it's looking for the template in user odds. So we need to change that and refresh this. They should work now. Okay, great. So for the profile edits, what we could do is just go ahead and grab the, I'm just gonna grab everything that I've got in my dashboard. Okay, so I grab my dashboard and I want to paste it in the profile edits. Simple as that. And this code that we have here, actually we could go ahead and put it in our function.js. Okay, but for now I'm just gonna get rid of it. We don't need to worry much about that for now. So I want to get rid of a couple things. Now I'm gonna get rid of everything from over here all the way to here. Get rid of it, and I think that should be it. Now this is tab pane number 1. I'm gonna close that off. Close up number 2, close up number 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need to get rid of each and every one of them. Okay, so now we've done all this, let's refresh. Great, this is what we have and this is what we want. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and change up all this. And in order to do that, firstly, what we could do firstly is go ahead and grab in whatever the user typed in here, okay, and send it to our server. Now how do we do that? I'm gonna open this up. For now, I'm gonna get rid of this image. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this image, this display flex thing. I should get rid of it also. I think everything should be on a straight line now. That's great. And also for this inputs, I'm gonna say, okay, you know what we could even do is go ahead and create a form. So let me show you guys how to work with forms over here. So in form, we could simply get down here and let's import the profile, yeah, the profile model, and we can simply create a new form. I'm gonna say class should be called profile form. So you can call it whatever you want, profile form, and it should take in forms.model form. Okay, just like this. And down here I'm gonna say class meta, and we want to go ahead and define the model that we want to interact with. That's the profile model. And what fields do we want? So what fields do we want? We want the full underscore name, we want the image field, we want the bio, but this shouldn't be here, this should be out here. We want the bio, and we also want the let's see the fields that we got in there. So as you can see, we got image, full name, bio, phone. Yeah, we also want the phone. So just in here, I'm gonna pass in phone. That's great. So I think that's pretty much what we want. Now let's grab this and import it in our views py user auth. So over here, I'm just gonna say from user auth dot forms, I want to go ahead and import. I think I already have user auth dot forms over here, so I could just append this, then get rid of this one. That's great. Now over here, let's render this form. So I could say form should be equal to, then I'm simply gonna say profile form, and over here, let's say context should be equal to form, then we'll pass in form just like this, and over here I'm gonna pass in context. So I'm not explaining this in depthly because this is pretty much what we've done in this tutorial in the beginning when we were working with register view. Hopefully you guys can see it over here, and I explained that in depthly. Okay, so I think there is no need to explain it again since I explained it in depthly there. This is just an extension of what we are doing, and I was also trying my possible best to explain this as we go. So I'm going to copy this form and I'm going to get back to the profile edits, and what I'm simply going to do is get rid of all this. Okay, instead of getting rid of it, let's create a form tag over there, and I'm just going to paste this form thing over here. Now let's refresh. There's a problem. It says image and bio. Let's get back to forms py. Where is it? That's it over there. So full name, image, bio, phone. What's the problem? You know what, I'm gonna break off from that and I'm gonna run the server again. Okay, as you can see, there was no problem. So we'll refresh this now. Okay, what do you notice? We got this forms. That's looking great. Now one thing that I could do is go ahead and add placeholders to them. That's if you want, but it's not compulsory. So we could just leave that. It's not compulsory. So I think that's pretty much it. I want to add in some placeholder. So I'm gonna say full underscore name. So full underscore name should be this. They should be text inputs. Placeholder should be full name, just like that. And I need this a couple of times also. I also need email. Placeholder should be email. I also need bio. As usual, placeholder should be bio. You should already know that. And finally, phone. Yeah. Then over here we need phone. Okay, so with all that, now let's refresh this one more time. Okay, what do you notice now? They got placeholders, but the phone doesn't have a placeholder. And what's the problem? Okay, it's an uppercase P instead of a lowercase p. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much what we want to do. I'm gonna refresh this page, and as you can see, they all have it now. So instead of just calling this form like this, I could say form dots, then I could say full underscore name. So instead of calling all the form, I could call only the full name, and as you can see, that's how it looks over there. Pretty cool. Now I'm gonna get rid of every other thing that we have over here. Okay, so this is it. Now I could put this in a div. Actually, I could just say div, then I could paste this in here. Then I could give this a class of mb3, to give a space at the bottom of this form. Let's refresh again. That's great. Now what I could do is go ahead and copy this div and paste it 4 more times and change this accordingly. So this one is going to be bio, this one is going to be phone, then what was the other one? Forgotten already. So I'm going to get back to here, then phone, full name, image. Okay, yeah, image here. So I'm going to get back to profile edits. So we have full name, bio, phone, and image. So now let's refresh this. Okay, this is what we got. Everything looks great, right? Yeah. So this is an input also. Okay, now guys, let's go ahead and try processing this form. So remember, we have this div over here. I don't think I need this div any longer, and I want to space this out a little bit. So we got this div, we got this form. I want to unindent that a bit. Okay, so we're gonna give this form a couple of things over here. I'm just gonna say method should be post. And I'm gonna say csrf token. Yeah, we could pass that in to prevent cross-site forgery. And we should give this button a type of submit and change to save changes. save changes. Okay, so now we refresh this, and as you can see, this is what we got. Let's remove this div that's wrapping the and we need to put this button in this form. Okay, so let's refresh that. That's what we got, looking pretty cool. So instead of my profile over here, I want to say update profile. Okay, so let's go ahead and update this profile. So if we fill this form in and choose an image over here and hit save changes, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to refresh this page, and that's because we haven't written any functionality to actually go ahead and do this. Now, one more thing that I would want to add in over here is type multimedia part form data if you want your images to work well. Now let's process this form over here. So the first thing that I'm going to check if request dot method is equal to post. So if the method that we gave the form is a post, then what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and grab everything that a user typed into that form. So we're just gonna say request.post and also request.files. So we're passing in request.files because there is an image field over there. We're passing in request.post because there are text fields over there. So after doing this, we need to check if the form is valid. So if form dot is valid, then what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and we can save the form. We just say form.save. Okay, but I don't want to save the form. I just want to say commit should be false. So I save it, but I'm not committing to the database, and that's because there is a couple of things I'd want to change. And over here, I'm just gonna say I could pass in new form, or I could say profile should be equal to form.save. And over here, I want to change up a couple of things. I want to say profile.user. So profile.user should be equal to request.user. Now, I want you guys to understand what's going on. So if you take a close look at the form, you're going to see that what we just grabbed over here was 4 fields, right? But in our model, do we have 4 fields? No, we have a lot of fields over here. I'm going to get back to the model. As you can see, we have 5 or 6 fields over here. But why did we grab only 4? That's because we wouldn't want a user to automatically choose the user that's the one assigned the profile to, like we do in our admin over here. Okay, we don't want to do that. Rather, we want to automatically assign the user to any user that's logged in. So they're going to be the one that's editing the profile. Hopefully you guys understand. So we get back to the view user auth, this one over here. And I think that's pretty much what you want to do. Then we can just go ahead and save the form now. So I can say profile.save, as simple as that. Now, when we save the form, we can say messages.success. Then I'm going to pass in the request in there. And I want to say profile updated successfully. Okay, and I want to return them to somewhere, so I'm going to say return redirect, and I want to return redirect them back to the dashboard. Okay, so whenever they create an account. So else, what if the request.method is not a post? What do I want to do? I want to just render the blank form. Okay, so I'm going to say profile form. Okay, but always it's going to be method. Okay, except a user tries changing that manually from where I don't know, which is not going to happen. So when we've done this, that's pretty much what we want to do, guys. Let's go ahead and refresh this page, and I'm just going to get back here. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, as you can see, this is what we got. But there is one more thing I would have loved to do. I would have loved to show the user the image that they had before. That is, if they have any image before, I would have loved to show it to them. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. So I want to log in back to Destiny. And just like we have in the profile over here, as you can see, just like we have over here, if I refresh now, you can see that is Destiny. I would want to show the user the image that they had before. Now, how do we do that? Okay, as you can see, guys, I got rid of the codes that I had before. And yeah, that's it. That doesn't make any sense at all. Now I need to go ahead and create another div over here for that. And I need to head back to my dashboard again. Okay, what am I doing? Not this. I need to head back to my dashboard HTML, and I need to copy this line and also this card line. Okay, so when I copy that, I'm gonna get back here, and I'm gonna copy that line and replace it with this. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to do. Now if I get back here, let's refresh this page. Okay, what do you notice? This is what we got, and this is how the form be looking. Great. Now I want to show the user a profile picture over here. That's if they've got any before. So what I could do is I'll say if profile.image. Now for profile.image, what I'm going to do is I need to get back to the user auths. Then over here, I need to pass in profile. But we don't just need to pass in profile, we also need to grab profile. And for that sake, now we need to change all this text. So I could just say profile underscore save. Okay, hopefully you guys understand. We just changed that text, it doesn't really mean. Now let's grab the user profile. So that's why I changed it, because I want to use this profile keyword over here. So I'm gonna say profile dot objects dot get. I'm gonna say user should be equal to requests dot user. Okay, so this profile is not imported. We need to check for a quick fix, and we import it from user models. That's great, that's imported right now. So we need to go ahead and change up this to profile. Okay, so when we refresh now, you can see that's how it's looking. So when we refresh our page, our edit form page, I'm gonna get back to the profile edit. We said if profile.image, then I want to show profile.image.url. Okay, so let's refresh this. What do you notice now? We show this image, but if we open up, let's say we want to head back come over to our dashboard, rather our website in an incognito window, and we try coming over to an account and my account. Okay, as you can see, it's requesting that we log in, but we don't have an account, so we need to create an account here. And let's say I don't have the fill in thing, so I need to manually pass this in. I'm going to say Samuel, and I'm going to say samuel@gmail.com, and for the password I'm simply going to pass in testing321, and over here I'm also going to pass in testing321, and I want to go ahead and register a new user. So as you can see, I registered Samuel, his account was created successfully. If I come over to his dashboard, this is how everything looks over here. Now I don't know, this is not supposed to be showing this up, right? It's supposed to be showing up an image. So I could open this image in the new tab to see what we got. And there is actually a problem. So as you can see, okay, it seems I am not connected to the internet. That's why it's showing this up instead of the actual image. This should work now, probably. Okay, as you can see, it's working. So now, how about I want to edit this guy's profile? So we need to change this button, right? Let's change the button real quick. So in the dashboard, I'm going to look for the edit profile button, which is where is it? There's it over here. So this is even supposed to be an A tag and not a button. Okay, so I'm going to say href, I'm passing URL just like this, URL, and this is in user auth pipe profile update. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to refresh this. So now a user can click on this now to try to edit their profile. So what do you notice? This new guy doesn't have a profile picture. That's why he didn't see anything over here. And also, if we try getting back to his dashboard, so as you can see in his dashboard, he has no profile picture. That's great. But if he has a profile picture before, we want to show up the picture over here, so he'd know that, okay, this is the picture that I had and I'm trying to change a new picture. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Now I could see the picture that I have before and I could choose a new one. So I could say I'm just gonna scroll all the way down, and let me scroll up and pick this one with this really long URL. So I chose that, and I'm gonna say my full name is Destiny Franks, but I think that's already what I have. So I'm just gonna put in something else. I'm just gonna say Destiny Sam, and for my bio I'm gonna say front end developer, front end dev, whatever. Now for my mobile number, I'm just gonna pass in any of these random numbers over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Okay, there is a problem. That's a nice one. So the problem now, in order to know what the problem is, we need to go ahead and display it over here. Okay, and how do we display it? I'm simply gonna get back to the profile edits, and we need to get to the top of the form where we have this update profile thing. Okay, so just down here I'm gonna say div, and I'm gonna give this div a class of alert-danger, and I'm gonna give it a border. And let's refresh. No, I don't want to resubmit the form. I just want to refresh this to see what I've got. Okay, in here I'm gonna say strong, and I'm gonna say error. Let's refresh this. Okay, as you can see, that's what we got. And I also want to pass in an alert in here, so I'm gonna say alert. Okay, let's get rid of this border. There is no need for it. Let's refresh this. Okay, so now in order to go ahead and change up this, we need to go ahead and display the form errors. So we need to say if form, okay, instead of doing if form.errors over there, we need to do it at the top. So we need to check if there are actually any errors while submitting the form, and that would be if form.errors. then that's only when we want to display that div. So I'm gonna say end if. Now we want to display the errors in here, so I'm gonna say form dot errors. Okay, so now let's refresh this page. As you can see, that doesn't show up, so we could try resubmitting this. I'm just gonna put in dummy data in there, and I'm gonna choose anyone for now, and I'm gonna hit submit. So what do you notice? It says email field is required. That's great. So where is the email field coming from? That doesn't make any sense. Let's get back to the model user auth. We got image, full name, bio, and that. So where is the email field? I'm gonna open this up again. Email field required, email field required. Let's get back to the form. There might be a mistake from somewhere. Okay, this is email, right? Okay, this is the problem. Now there is no email. It's supposed to be image, and we don't need that, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so that's pretty much what we need. That was a problem. Okay, now if we refresh this now, as you can see, this is what we got. I'm gonna fill this form in, and I'm just gonna choose one of these images over here. I'm just gonna choose this goofy looking image, and I'm gonna refresh this. Okay, what do you notice? It says unique constraint field user auth underscore profile dot user ID. Now where is this problem coming from? As you can see, something is showing up over here. Okay, is there actually a logged in user? Yeah, I'm logged in, and let me see my profile. So I wanna head back to my profile over here. Okay, it's created profile for all these guys. Now I'm trying to refresh this. I'm trying to re-update my profile, but it's not working. And where is the problem? So let's look at this again. I'm gonna get back to the views user auth, this one over here, and let's look at this code again. Okay, so one thing that I think might be causing this error would be definitely from the views PY over here, and we should just go ahead and change up all this code. So I'm gonna delete from here all the way to here. I wanna write this logic again. So I'm gonna call this new underscore form instead. Take notes, this you could call this whatever you want, but I just want to call this new underscore form. Then I'm gonna say form.save. But just like I said earlier, I don't want to save this to the database yet. I don't want to commit it yet to the database. So I'm gonna say commit should be false for now. Then we need to fill up all the empty fields that are in there, like the user. That's why I said new form.user should be equal to the logged in user, request.user. Then now we need to go ahead and save this new underscore form. Okay, just like this. And hopefully that should be it. I don't know, maybe the profile save thing is already a name that Django is using for its for its application that was making it not to run. So now let's go ahead and refresh this page again. And so as you can see over here, we also need to have the our format information, because if you come over here to the dashboard, then you're gonna see that this Destiny user already have some information over here. So we don't want them to always type it out. We just want them to update either their name or their phone or anyone, not everything. And how do we do that? So firstly, remember we grab this user thing, this profile thing over here. So we need to say instance should be equal to profile. So fill up all this empty field with any field you can grab from the profile. Okay, we also need to do that for this one also. So instance should be equal to profile. So now when we refresh this, let's see, I think this should refresh again. Now we should see that. So what do you notice? We got Destiny Franks, we got this image and all this. And we could also go ahead and truncate this so we don't have this really long image thing over here. And how do we do that? If we help over to this profile image, I could just say pipe, then I could add in truncate chars. Let's see, hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna leave it, and I'll show you guys how to fix that later. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't work. It's only the save changes that we got. So for now, let's just stick with this. Okay, so I have the form.errors and I refresh this. This is what we have. So now let's say I want to change this to Destiny Sam, and let's say not software engineer any longer, but let's say a fashion designer. Okay, now let's say I also want to change up the image, and I'm going to choose this image, and let's hit save. Okay guys, what do you notice? It says profile updated successfully. That is actually what we want. What do you notice? We got our new profile, we got our name, we got the bio, we got this, and we got that. That's pretty much everything. And I think that's it. Now we can hit edit profile. We see this image. I want to change back to my real profile. I'm actually a software developer and not a fashion designer. Then I'm gonna choose my image again. Okay, just gonna get down here and let's say I want to choose this one and I'm gonna save changes. Okay, so what do you notice? That's pretty much it. So I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and learned something new, learned how to work with forms, learned how to work with errors and all that. And in the next video, we're gonna go ahead and start working with something cool. Let's say maybe working with tracking your order or something totally different. But for now, that's pretty much it. To make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing, as it really mean the world to me. And also, if you want to get the templates, to make sure to check out the link in the description below. They should point you to the right direction to get the template. And until the next video, mad love, peace out.